I just want to say good morning and welcome to the beautiful city of Fort Pierce, to the Indian Hills Recreation Area. We're just so glad that you're here with us today to celebrate. We've got some great speakers in front of us to listen to and to hear all the good things that are happening. But if you would, before we start, let's have the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. Please be seated. There's other seats if you'd like to take your spot today. So on behalf of the city of Fort Pierce, I'm Commissioner Jeremiah Johnson. Just glad to be here today with you to celebrate, to enjoy this beautiful weather. We couldn't have asked for better conditions today. But I do want to warn you, I saw on the news as I was checking social media, that's where I get my news from, of course. There's going to be a launch today from the Cape, so you might hear some activity in the air. It's going to southern trajectory today, so it might pass right over our head here about 10:25ish. So don't get startled if you hear something going on in the sky. It's okay. It was scheduled. But just getting started here, this is one of the toughest jobs that anyone has to do as the opening, the MC, there's just identifying those that are here with us, our special guest. And I hope I don't miss anyone, but I'm going to go through a list and just say good morning and thank you for being here. So is there a representative from Congressman Brian Mast's office here today? How about Senator Gail Harrell's office? Good morning, glad you're here. Representative Dana Trabalsi's office. All right, very good. All right, going down our list of our honored guests. Councilwoman Stephanie Morgan is here with us this morning. BOCC Commission Chair Sean Mitchell here with us. Fort Pierce City Commissioner Curtis Johnson. County Commissioner Chris Zadofsky. Property Appraiser Michelle Franklin. Let's see, Vice Mayor Jolene Caraballo. There she is. All right, who am I missing? Franny Hutchison, County Commissioner. I was looking for her. I didn't see her yet. Okay. How about staff members? Nick Mims, City Manager of City of Fort Pierce. Glad you're here today, sir. St. Lucie County Administrator Howard Tipton. Any administrator from or manager from City of Port St. Lucie? Councilwoman? Not sure? Okay.
Kate Parmley's here.
Kate's here? All right. Kate Parmley. All right, Kate, glad you're here. So, of course, all of our staff members from the Transportation Planning Organization, St. Lucie County, the City of Port St. Lucie, City of Fort Pierce. Honored to have our law enforcement agencies represented here today, so thank you for being here. Florida Department of Transportation, we appreciate you and your efforts. Treasure Coast Regional Planning Council, I saw Kim Delaney, I think she's here today, yes. Let's see, we're going to hear from our special guest, the East Coast Greenway Alliance. Niles will be here speaking to us. DOT also. How about design consultant Kimley Horn? I saw someone from Kimley Horn. There we go. All right. All right, who have I missed? That's the dreaded question. Oh, it's good. We're just honored that you're here. On behalf of the City of Fort Pierce, again, welcome. Thank you for being here with us. It's just a joy and a privilege to have this right here on the Treasure Coast and in our backyard. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce and welcome our first speaker, Councilwoman and Chairwoman of the Transportation Planning Organization, Miss Stephanie Morgan.
So this day was special ordered from the Chamber of Commerce, I realize. I did call Teresa this morning, So now that you've said Transportation Planning Organization, I'm going to say TPO, and everybody knows me, I hate acronyms, but that's what it is. The St. Lucie TPO is most grateful for its partnership with the cities, the county, and the Florida Department of Transportation to implement shared use paths and trails throughout the TPO area. This Indian Hills Recreation Area Trail is another segment of the Florida Sun Trail and East Coast Greenway, which, if you noticed on the map, goes from Maine to Key West, that can be enjoyed by our residents and visitors, and which soon will be extended through the entirety of St. Lucie County. Yay! With the completion of this project, the Savannah's Preserve segment and the FEC overpass, all of just local jurisdictions of the TPO, will have contributed to extending the Sun Trail and East Coast Greenway throughout the county, starting with the Green River Parkway Trail at the south end and the Savannah's County Recreation Area Trail, constructed as one of the mitigation projects for the Crosstown Parkway. So, with the Hogpen Slough, it's not slough, it's slough, boardwalk as part of the Village Green Corridor revitalization, the city of Port St. Lucie is intending to connect to the Sun Trail and East Coast Greenway, further expanding the St. Lucie, Port St. Lucie's in it, the walk bike network, and providing even more access for residents and visitors to enjoy the premier destination on the Florida Sun Trail and East Coast Greenway. So, thank you to all the partners, including the City of Port St. Lucie, the City of Fort Pierce, the county, and the Florida Department of Transportation for your support and devotion to bringing this and other Sun Trail projects to reality and providing a safe and healthy experience for our residents and visitors alike. You know, being on the TPO, which I have served for the past 5 years, which is one of my favorite, being in the construction and roadways, the TPO connects throughout the county, and working together with the cities, we are building better connections. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Stephanie, and we appreciate your words and your enthusiasm about all this. I sit on the TPO with Stephanie, and actually last year I was the chair, and now she's the chair. So honored to serve with you, ma'am. Our next special guest and here to speak on behalf of the St. Lucie County Commission is Commissioner Sean Mitchell.
Good morning, everyone, and I must say this is such a beautiful setting for such an occasion, isn't it? It never gets old coming to Indian Hills. As others have mentioned, this project is a great example of what partnership can be and a testament to what our local leaders can achieve for our community when we work together. When I ran for office 4 years ago, my slogan was people over politics, and this is a great example of multiple agencies doing just that, putting our residents first. In 2017, we opened this beautiful recreation area that enhances both the quality of life for our residents and cleans our water for the Indian River Lagoon. It only seems fitting that we continue to vision at this location as we claim another achievement with the completion of the future segment of the East Coast Greenway Alliance here with us today. We have a representative who I will be introducing soon. However, I must say this would not have been possible without the addition of another partner to this project. We must take this opportunity and thank the Florida Department of Transportation, District 4, and the state of Florida's shared use non-motorized SUN Trail Network funding to make what we're celebrating here today happen. This has been a long time coming, and I would be remiss if I didn't thank our Board of County Commissioners for their guidance in laying the foundation for a Greenways and Trails program here right in St. Lucie County. I believe Commissioner Hutchinson was here when our board approved the original Greenways back in 2001, which envisioned this very trail corridor, as well as the 75 miles of trail throughout our county. Here we are, more than 20 years later, building from that foundation. As I understand it, Commissioner Zadowski has also been a powerhouse of support for both the Indian Hills project and encouraging our staff to press on with the Greenways and Trail program's mission. In 2017, the East Coast Greenway provided Chairman Sadowski at the time with an honorary award for his continued support. So by no mistake, we are here today. Thank you both for your leadership. Before we leave today, I invite everybody to look at the project posters that have been provided at the tables. They will help you understand where this project fits into the larger picture. As we walk some of the trails today, I encourage everyone to imagine where we are headed from here. By 2030, we will have completed from this project over $25 million in grant dollars from the Sun Trail program invested in our county. This is not possible without the work and dedication of not only our staff, but our partners' staff. Thank you for rolling up your sleeves, taking time to write the grants, and for seeing the projects to completion. So this dedication, hard work makes our board proud and our organization something really special. The OC is Peter Buchwald, Michael Middlebrook, Jennifer McGee, Jack Andrews, Lisa Mack, Wybit Hay, Robin Birdsong, Kim Delaney, and countless others. Throughout their efforts, not many other counties have the big bragging rights that we do, and the Sun Trail grant dollars in play like we do here in St. Lucie County. $25 million, possibly more. FDOT 4 representative, I want to thank you for all the hard work you've done, and this is truly just the tip of the iceberg. From here, we'll be able to walk or bicycle to downtown, camp in the savannas, gaze at our beautiful Indian River Lagoon, set foot in 3 different state parks, and we can venture beyond our county's borders to see the East Coast Greenway, what it has to offer. Honestly, I may be biased, but we undoubtedly have the best stretch of Greenway in the state of Florida right here in our backyard. And before I pass the microphone on, I will say in closing that if one thing this pandemic has reminded us all is that having outdoor places and outdoor spaces to recreate, hike, walk, ride, or stroll is more important for our mental health and our physical health as well as our all well-being. I think we all in some way have ever grown so much to appreciate it. So it gives me great pleasure to see these enhancements taking place in our future generations right here. Without further ado, I will step aside and I'll welcome Mr. Niles Barnes from the Green Coast Alliance. It's a privilege to have him here. Thank you, sir.
Commissioner Johnson, thank you for hosting today's event. I am truly honored to stand here before an amazing group of advocates, professionals, and citizens supportive of greenways and trails. Chairwoman Morgan and Chairman Mitchell, thank you for your longtime support of greenways and for your public service. It is clear that the elected officials in Fort Pierce and St. Lucie County understand that greenways and trails are critical to its future. Today is a celebration of greenways for all. For me, it is a distinct pleasure to be back in Fort Pierce in St. Lucie County. I first visited and stayed in Fort Pierce in 2017 during our River Relay, which was a 2-month series of events connecting the importance of greenways to our waterways, like the Indian River Lagoon. My 2017 visit followed the grand opening celebration of Indian Hills Recreation Area, and where this trail vision of what was to come was really brought to life. I returned back in 2019, leading a group of touring cyclists from Titusville to Key West, Florida. At the time, we met with staff, including key local trail leaders like Mike Middlebrook, about the shared vision that we're going to see here today. The completed first phase and what will be dozens of miles linking state parks, natural areas, residential, and business zones. To everyone here today, congratulations. This project took a lot of hard work, dedication, and resilience. It's hard to believe that nearly 7 years have passed since the Sun Trail program was established. I think it's important that we recognize that program and how this project is a fantastic example of putting those state funds to good use. And I should note for members of the Florida Senate and House, it is the East Coast Greenway Alliance's goal through our legislative advocacy and education program that we will be able to grow the Sun Trail program in the years ahead. The track record of projects funded through the Sun Trail program is outstanding, and we feel it deserves to be increased to support more great projects like this one. Florida DOT and District 4 in particular, I want to give special thanks for their strong work managing the program. So today's segment will be the newest addition to the East Coast Greenway, a 3,000-mile trail starting in the Canadian border in Maine all the way to Key West, Florida, linking 450 communities. As we sometimes like to say, from the moose to the manatee, from the best blueberry pie to the best key lime pie. But today is all about what Fort Pierce and St. Lucie County, through the Sun Trail program, have achieved, a world-class segment of Greenway. Congratulations. There are many reasons why this is important. During this COVID pandemic, it has become even clearer how these are not just nice-to-have amenities, but this is critical infrastructure. During COVID, people are flocking to the East Coast Greenway as a haven of health and a sanctuary of sanity. Visits have skyrocketed to more than 50 million bike rides, runs, walks annually. And thanks to your dedicated support, the Greenway has become the most visited park in America. Trails have a very high return on investment. Through the design and construction process, trails support well-paying, family-supporting jobs. And once built, they become engines for economic growth by increasing quality of life and attracting active tourists. Those active tourists spend more in the communities than those that are careening by on the interstate. The latest impact report on completing the East Coast Greenway shows a return of $10 for every $1 invested. And that is money that will be invested in Fort Pierce and in St. Lucie County and local business owners. I know for many of you, the last couple of years have compelled us to think a bit more about what we will leave behind and the positive legacy and impact we can have. I've thought quite a lot about the question posed by immunologist Jonas Salk: are we being good ancestors? I know that one way you all are leaving a positive legacy is by building trails that create greenways for all people. I hope that each and every one of you here today will tell your friends and your family about the role you played to make this trail happen. I hope you will also bring them to visit the trail and encourage them to tell their friends and their family. And I bet one of the first things they say when they get here is, "This is so awesome! You made this happen?" Special thanks to each and every one of you. On behalf of the East Coast Greenway Alliance, congratulations. This is a really special day we won't forget. Thank you.
Thank you, Niles, and we appreciate the partnership and the Alliance's vision to help us fulfill these dreams, absolutely. And I love it, moose to manatee, right? I'm never going to forget it. So our next guest comes from the Florida Department of Transportation, Brigitte Olcock. If you could come forward, we just want to welcome you and thank the DOT at this time for the partnership of all the communities that are here on the Treasure Coast. So, here you go.
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to say a few words at this very special occasion. Transportation comes in many forms, and FDOT is a multimodal agency. We are often just known for roadways and bridges, but we are truly a multimodal agency. The Shared Use Non-Motorized Sun Trail program was established in 2015, and the program allocates $25 million annually for developing interconnected trail systems identified in Florida's Greenway and Trails Plan. The completion of this Sunmail segment implements the vision of the Florida Transportation Plan, but it also helps achieve the FDOT's vital few goals by providing a safe, efficient routes for bicyclists and pedestrians. So I'd like to take this opportunity to commend our local partners for their vision in applying for these grants and putting them to work right here in St. Lucie County. The Indian Hills Recreational Trail is the first segment that's been completed and constructed with Sun Trail funds in District 4, but it's not the last. We have multiple projects on the horizon, and they're currently in different phases. So for example, the Savannah's Preserve State Park to the south of here, this trail segment is in the final stages of design, and construction is beginning in 2022. That is a 10.6 mile segment. Another key segment Another key segment is the FEC overpass segment, also to the south. And the key is it is connecting the Savannas Preserve State Park to this trail. That is also in the beginning stages of design with construction scheduled in 2025. And then to the north of here, we have the historic highway segment, Highwayman segment, which is in the design phase with construction scheduled in 2023. That's a 1.3 mile segment. So as one of the speakers mentioned earlier, FDOT has allocated over $24.8 million for pre-design feasibility design and construction of the St. Lucie Sun Trail segments. So today's ribbon ceremony and inauguration of the Sun Trail segment is the result of hard work and creative planning and really the passion of our partner agencies from the St. Lucie TPO, St. Lucie County, City of Fort Pierce, the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, or DEP, and FDOT. So I want to thank the team for setting up this beautiful event to celebrate the success. Certainly hope that this trail will be used by visitors and residents alike for many, many years in the future. And I want to recognize some key members from individual partners who have made this happen. So one is Mike Middlebrook from the county for his diligence in putting together the application and thoughtful applications for these segments. Jack Andrews from the city for leading the technical design, construction, keeping the team on track, meeting all the deadline, and resolving all the issues that come with these types of projects. Of course, Peter Buckwalt for setting the long-term vision for this corridor. And Wibette Hay from FDOT. She's our Sun Trail coordinator for District 4, so that's Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River County. She is the coordinator for all of this, reviews applications, just the funding, phases out the funding. She works closely with our design team at FDOT to make these projects come to fruition. And I also look forward to continuing our work with our hardworking partners to complete the remaining segments, some of which I just mentioned earlier, to achieve a safe, continuous connected trail network through the region. So again, thank you for the opportunity. Say a few words on behalf of the department for this very special event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Birgette. We appreciate it. And as a fellow engineer, I love all the numbers you were throwing out there at the very beginning. It's all about data specifics and getting down to what we need and looking at how do we connect. What did we hear, Niles? 450 communities or more, right? So, that's a big task. But when you take small bites and we have an organization and a community like we do here with different cities and the county coming together, we can make it happen. Dreams come true. Here we are. 4 years ago, actually, I was honored to stand here and cut a ribbon over there on behalf of the city of Fort Pierce for this little area. So here I am being part of this celebration to connect over 450 communities from north to south. What an honor, what a privilege, and what a future for our generations to come. What a future. If there's anything that a pandemic can teach you, what do you bring out of that, is how do you get outside and how do you enjoy nature? How do you enjoy what the earth provides? What God provides if you're a believer, and just looking at the visions of what is to come. So it's just our honor, our privilege. We thank you for being here on behalf of the city of Fort Pierce and all of the Treasure Coast. We appreciate it. At this time, we're going to have 3 more small segments. We're going to have a ribbon cutting. We're going to do a walking tour, and we have some refreshments right over here if you'd like to join us. So we thank you, and we're honored that you're here. So if anyone, elected officials, if you could come up and join me at the ribbon, we'll close it out. Thank you so much.